this market analysis because we're really excited. I'm really excited. And so what I'm doing is I'm breaking down the history of the BizOp marketplace, social media, education, and SaaS tools. And I'm doing this because today I filed the patent for the acquisition network. And so to my knowledge, there is no social media for doing business where it transparently connects buyers, sellers, and consultants for the purpose of selling companies and services in a unified way. And so what I did is I created a software tool that connects the business marketplace, the social media element, but also provides education all in one. And so right now I'm going through some of the higher level influencers in the education space that have like really dominated the idea of like selling, consulting, and training. And so I went through Mind Valley, I went through Dan Locke, Consulting.com, Sam Ovens, The War Room with with Andrew Tate, and now it's I'm going through Scaling with Systems with Ravi Abdallah. So he to my knowledge he launched in 2019, and so the big thing I remember when I saw Ravi's first ad, he was like, "Look, I'm going to show you a way that's going to make money that no one else is teaching you, and the way I'm going to teach you is be an integrator. I'm going to show you how to be a systems guy that goes in and like makes a company's process more effective so that you can, charge them a high fee to just make them more money rather than to be like a high ticket closer or a marketer in the sense. I mean, from from what I understood, like the first angle that like hooked me when I was like, all right, I want to consume more, it was just like the idea of being an integrator. And so from what I understand about his training, like he teaches how to like build a like VA team that creates a self-sustaining marketing engine for clients to like build like done for you client acquisition system. So, but it all starts with the system. And so he teaches the integrators how to do that, like how to like create that remote business. And he also has a training and events business model aligned with it, which is something I definitely want to do as well in the future. And so, to my knowledge, he charges somewhere between 12 to 18,000 for his upfront, and then he has a mastermind program, which is like 40 to 50,000 a year. And so, at the last event that I was at, I was told that he was making like 2x on his spend, doing about like 6 million a year. And so obviously there's a lot to learn. I mean, if you look at his Instagram, he's got a very established audience, and now he's just like pumping out content at this point. And so I'm like just about at my point where I figured out my lane and how I can just pump content out. And Robbie's a great example of like, if you're someone who want to invest into my brand on like how you can profitably take the consulting niche and like, make multiple 8 figures or more. These numbers are not accurate. I wasn't able to like really like dial in on the numbers. This is just estimated. So the opportunity to learn from what Ravi's been able to build is that, obviously there's a lot of people that are interested in becoming an integrator, but there's also a lot of people that can't afford like a $12,000 to $18,000 program. And so that's why I created, it's not the only, I mean, one of the problems that I want to solve is to like provide affordable education and software tools to consultants and companies so that they can get more deals done. And so I know for a fact that there's definitely a barrier to entry to people getting into his higher tier program. And so we created a SaaS product for like the one-time payment of $100 where the student gets access to the app, there's a training, there's a job board, there's a company drive, and there's all hands meetings where they can learn how to use the system. And so for this one-time payment of $100, they get what I want to do is, first is like we have this interactive business listing feed where people can buy and sell companies. But if you're an integrator, that's not going to be something that you're going to right away. What you're going to want is to go through the ADC University, get a highlight basic understanding of the different how to use the app, and then you can learn how we're using the app in these different markets and how we're already able to find influencers in these spaces, and how you can find other influencers in these exact same industries and offer them the solution that we're offering. And in addition to the training, there's a accountability system where you can go through it and we can track your performance. You can watch the videos, you can comment, ask us for any feedback. We have our accountability coaches and success managers right there that you can message directly if you have any questions about your training experience. And so we use the system and process to manage multiple clients, all within a single location. And so each one of these, what we call as work groups, we can manage a company. We can show you how to set this up for yourself. So each one has a shared drive where you can upload documents like scripts and files. There's a calendar system where you can host webinars or meetings. You get notifications directly to your phone. There's a chat system where you can create group chats with clients. And there's a shared task management system where we're able to do and manage projects and collaborate with a team. So here is like an example of us like working on a website to be completed and us assigning projects and us getting things done. And so an integrator obviously can get a lot of value out of the software. The integrator can get a lot of value on just seeing how my team is using the system and how you, an integrator, can use the same system and help other companies. And so the later part of this video series, I'm going to be breaking down the software solutions on like, if you see here how like Ravi's like, he's breaking down like different softwares that like Zapier, Full Guide, like I'm going to be able to show people how to break down software, but also prescribe that solution and monetize it, because we're offering all of these solutions for a one-time payment of $100. So like we also have the CRM. So a lot of companies pay monthly per user per month to manage their sales team. We can show them how to pay a one-time fee. Well, actually, like we have a fee for our CRM, but we can negotiate on a completely different basis, because our thing is like we charge a one-time fee of $100 just to access like all of this, right? So like the task management, the social groups, the CRM, like we can charge like on large groups a much reduced cost. And so like we normally charge $250 a month for one user, but we can literally just charge that flat to the team in exchange for working with them. And so that's like the kind of value that we have with the integrator service. And like as the demand grows, we can negotiate on the pricing, but we pretty much can beat any CRM system, because we have the CRM, we have the task management system, we have the social feed, we have the training all in one place. And so that's like the power that we want to be able to provide to consultants. And so like for $100, they get a ton of value. And then so for $250 a month, you get the CRM. And so for $7,500, that's like our version of our like integrated training, where we give you the software, but we also can teach you. So like with that, you get access to an additional work group where we're going to break down the 41 different features in the software, and actually like patented this process on like what we're doing for the marketplace. So you're going to learn these 41 different features, and that's going to empower you to go to the marketplace and like learn how to like help offer solutions to companies. I also can teach you how you can use the software to help companies like clock in, clock out. You can oversee the company pulse, so you can see the productivity of staff, like by year, by like usage on what they like different segments of the software. You can oversee sales staff to see like who they're speaking to. You can track conversations. You can add participants to different pipelines. And so like all of these systems and processes, like, we give for that $100, right? You can see like what salary staff are doing. You can create deadlines and tasks and projects. And so if you're an integrator and you want to be that systems guy, like we have an awesome, amazing system that we can provide to you. And we give you training, education, and coaching for $100. And so it's group coaching for $100. If you want like the one-on-one like systems, like one-on-one, it's $7,500, and we have it done for you for the $25. And so I'm creating this market analysis because we're doing a breakdown on the history of the business marketplace, social media, education, and software solutions. And I just want to really acknowledge and appreciate the value of all of these massive companies, like how they were able to create great success. Like BizBuySell, they were founded in 1996, and how a lot has changed, how social media didn't even exist before it was created, and how These education companies are able to create multiple eight figures, with a specific niche. And so what I'm saying is like these biz buy sell sites, like these business listing sites, the large majority of the people that click on the ads, they can't afford to buy the business. And that's why they need education so that they can ascend to eventually be able to afford this $1 million business. And so by modeling these eight figure marketers who've already mastered their ability to sell education, by creating a centralized tool where we have a marketplace, education, as well as a software solution in one for a one-time payment of $100, I believe has the opportunity to disrupt the market, provide tremendous value to a lot of people, and provide a gateway for a lot of people to finally learn how to make money online affordably. And so if you saw great value in this market analysis, feel free to visit us at the acquisitionnetwork.io. Click the link below. And if you want to be an integrator, feel free to reach out to us. And that's the cool thing is like our system can eventually be a lead gen system, a lead gen funnel for Ravi, right? Because I'm not going to ever be like fully like know all of his processes that he's created to help all of these clients. But I did create a tool where I can teach more people at a more affordable price to be able to afford his system. And so that's why we created the acquisition network, so we can help more people ascend to the level that they want to get to. So if you saw great value in this marketing analysis, click the link below, check us out at the acquisitionnetwork.io, and I'll see you on the next one. The future of doing business is now.